our community leads are able to just hop right on stage when you come into this space. So welcome, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit of an overview before we do our introductions for time's sake. I want people to see what we're offering here in the Balanced Entrepreneur community and how they can go ahead and start taking some steps to get active. Mary, I'm just gonna, oh, I can't mute you. Can you mute your mic, Mary? Because you're off mic and I don't want you to talk. I know you're moving around. There you go. Yeah, we'll do introductions in just a little bit. Oh, welcome, you guys. Here is the beginning, right? So when you get your membership to the Balanced Entrepreneur community, you're going to come to this screen, right? So this is actually, you're going to come to this screen. This is the initial screen that you're going to see. You're going to see the feed. I have it organized to where the events will pop up in the feed. So whatever event you're interested in, you should go ahead and RSVP for. I'll be loading up more events this weekend because most of them will be via Zoom, because I want our community members to make sure they can attend in case they cannot find us on Clubhouse. A lot of people are in different time zones as well. So it's going to be really important to make sure that I'm able to capture as many people as possible. The recordings will be available. So anything that is on Zoom will be definitely available in this community. So I'll be taking it from the Zoom and editing it, so it should be available later within the day. So this, what we're doing right now, this little orientation will be available within the Start Now tab. So I'm going to give you an overview of what it looks like. And anyone who wants to join, I did notice, I think someone just purchased their free membership. Welcome. I'm going to go and take a look at who that is. That was, oh, I guess maybe it's taking a minute to load up. Well, I heard the noise, but nevertheless, yeah, so anyway, when you purchase your free membership, you'll come to this page. Once you're here, you're going to fill out your profile. You're going to turn your notifications on. I don't spam you with notifications. I know what it's like. We're all trying to manage our time. So you'll get just enough notifications when something major is happening, right? So what you should do on a daily basis, though, is to come and check the community feed for what's going on, check the events. I would hate for anybody to miss out on something. So make sure that you check the events and get active, communicate here, and you'll get, you'll be able to tell what's going on. All right, so here is the initial feed. On the left-hand side in this column, we have the Discovery. In the Discovery tab, what you're going to see are posts that are high engaging, right? So these are the posts, you see it says top posts. So the top posts in the community, things that are happening right now. So you'll have sort of an overview of anything that you may have missed. If you haven't been logged in for a while, you can come here and see very quickly, pretty much at a glance, what you may have missed. The next tab that you're going to see is an Events tab. So this tab will only have events listed here. So the only one I have posted right now is this Balanced Entrepreneur Community Meetup. Monthly, we will be having workshops, right? Some paid and some free, depending on what tier level you are in the community. For the explorers, you're going to get a percentage off, and I think it might be a 50% off, right? For the people that are leads in the community, the workshops are completely free for you. So it'll be a tier level like that. So you'll have opportunity to attend the workshops every single month. Some will be paid, some will be free, just depending on what tier level you're at. The next tab are our community members. So when I click on the community members, I can tell who's active and who's online right now. The green dots by the name means that they're online. So I'm online. Let me see, Adrian's here. Monique is here. Tanya, that rhymes like lasagna, is here. Axe is here. Welcome, you guys. So it tells you who's active and who's not active. We've got a lot of members. So we were going to get to a certain level of members and then change up how we're doing the Explorer level. So I think we're quickly approaching that number. What you see here next to my name is that I have a silver badge, which means that I have referred 13 people, right? So there are levels to your referrals. So as you build up to bronze and then to silver, you'll also be eligible for discounts. So anybody with a silver level badge will have an additional discount to the monthly workshops, right? Anybody with a bronze level badge will have an additional discount. So I'm going to show you how you can refer your friends and people who might benefit from this community. People that you know want to create a course, people that you know that want to become digital entrepreneurs. You're going to go here to where it says the Balanced Entrepreneur Community. There's actually a logo here. You can't see it because it's the same color. I do need to change that, you guys. And you just simply press right over the words. And then what pops up is going to be your community invite link. So you can simply go to this link, push this button. Now, this is for people who are inviting people to the general community. For people who have their own special spaces, I'll be sharing an invite link with you. Plus, I'll walk you through how to find your invite from the inside, right? Because it's an internal link shared to your private space. So once you come here, it will show you how many referrals you've had and what level you're on. All you need to do is copy this invite link and then share it. You can also click here and send invites via email. And then it will show you everybody that you have invited. All right, so let's go out of here. To exit off of the screen, you can collapse the screen here, or you can simply X out of the screen here. All right, it brings you right back to where you were at. So right now we're in the membership collection. Next, we're going to go down to what happens when you start. So when you start, the Mighty Networks will prompt you to complete your profile, turn your notifications on. Please do all of those things. Come into the community feed or the community chat and introduce yourself so we can get to know you. This is a community, you guys. And then the next step, your very first step should be your start here. So this is how you become oriented to the community and what's happening. Once you press start here, there's a discovery tab and there's a feed. So in the feed, there are links, right? These are spaces with videos of how to do things here in the Balanced Entrepreneur Community. So we have the video, a new member onboarding video. This is an important video, sort of what we're doing today as well. So I'll probably be sharing this same video into this thread here, so you can go back and watch both of the replays. They're shortened up. They're about 20 minutes long in here, so they're not hours long. So I do cut them up in YouTube before I post them. You can book a call with me if you have a question or if you want to discuss your individual goals. I do encourage you to book a call. That way I can know where you're going and I can help you create a path to success for you to get there quickly, right? So if your goal is to create and launch a course in 30 days, I can put you on the fast track. So go ahead and book that call. It's free for members, right, in the Balanced Entrepreneur Community. I'm going to show you also here and where to start is how you're going to create your invitation, creating engagement and inviting your community to connect with you. So this is a short video on how to create content here. It's going to walk you through posting, creating polls, and all of the tools and resources that you need to share your knowledge within the Balanced Entrepreneur Community. The Balanced Entrepreneur Community, you guys, is a community of community leaders. So the whole purpose and the goal of this community is for you to share what you know, post your high value content, post some infographics, share some knowledge based on your niche, right? That way people can feel connected with you and you can post your workshops, you can host your courses, and you can build out your own community here as well. All right, so that's what's in the start here. There's a lot of overviews. Let me just open this up and see what this is. And these are Searchie videos. I'm actually going to do a tutorial on Searchie so you can know what Searchie is all about. So this is accessing your invitation link. I'm going to collapse that down. Let me see what this one is. And I need to rearrange them so that you can know what they are before you open them. And this is, so for people who have their membership spaces like Paris, there's a couple of other people like Mary. This is the spot where you're going to go to learn how to design your space, right? We're going to be doing live workshops for my leads on how to design their member spaces, but this is a video that's recorded that you can go to, you can stop, you can rewind, you can press fast forward, you can really find what you're looking for. It's about 27 minutes. It's a tutorial that I did in Mary's space of all of the features that you have once you sign up to be a lead. I'm going to collapse this. All right. Let me see what else is here. I think I went through all of these. So the start here is going to give you overviews and tutorials based on Mighty Networks, things that you need to know how to do, things that I'm telling you right now. It'll be videos here in order for you to go in and figure it out and put it together. All right, the next section that you come to is the free community masterclasses and courses. So I have a couple of courses on here. They're more like little mini lessons. So the first one we come to is the AI course creation MVP. So this is a step-by-step process on how to build out your minimal viable product for your online course. The very last lesson in this is the live masterclass. So this is what we recorded, I think, on Tuesday. So I put the video, I chopped it down to about 20 minutes and put the recording here, right? So everything that we talk about here on Clubhouse, you don't have to worry that you're going to miss some content, because as long as I'm zooming it and it's going to my YouTube or it's being recorded, I'm going to take that content, break it down into smaller chunks, and put it into the Mighty Networks for you. That way you have access to it to go back and watch it at your leisure. All right, so this is what's active right now. I also have a few other courses in the free community courses. I have a 10-step time management pathway, which we'll start working on that very shortly in the next month or so. This will be a live workshop. I have a resource library that's open right now. There are several resources here. This is, see that it says an E here, right? And this E is for explorers. So the items that are in this resource library are meant for the explorers. As you move up and become an innovator and a lead, your resource library will change, because the level of content, right? The ease, or it'll be more advanced. So as you become an innovator, you'll have a different amount of resources. As you become an lead, you're going to have resources that are chatbot oriented. So with my leads, we will be working on creating chatbots for your courses. So you'll be doing a lot more advanced techniques, right? At the Explorer, which is the free for life, you have sort of some pretty basic resources that you do need to start creating your online course, resources that are either free or very low ticket to access. But everything is all relative. So as you're an innovator and you're an explorer, you'll have access to all of the tier levels that are underneath you. So if you're a lead in the community, you have wide open access to everything in the community except separate private spaces, right? You'll have access to your space, but I cannot give you access to everybody else's. You can of course request and they'll probably let you in, but then again, that's completely up to them. So this is the resource library, and these are live right now, so you can go in, take a look. I also have the Buy Me a Coffee monetization course. A couple of these modules are live. They're actually just little lessons. They're live right now. I'll get to the monetization strategy this weekend and probably how to craft your offers as well. But what you need, these first two lessons will get you to getting your link to your Buy Me a Coffee and creating your profile and understanding how to use that profile to make general money, right? When we get to monetization strategies, we'll dive a little deeper into the memberships and how you can really optimize your Buy Me a Coffee. But if you're here on Clubhouse, if you're starting rooms, if you don't have a way to create a landing page or share your knowledge or collect emails, right? We're talking a lot right now because of the changes that are happening with Clubhouse. We're talking about how it's so important right now for us to build our own communities. Getting a Buy Me a Coffee link and having people follow you is a great way. You can email off of it, you can share your knowledge, you can continue to connect with people. A scary thing that happened for one of my clients when this whole Clubhouse change happened was that she lost her house, right? She was forced because it wasn't letting her start rooms in her house, so that she had to do a forced reset, and she didn't have the phone number, right? She didn't have the right phone number. So when she logged back in, she had to start a whole new account. So she was so worried that, oh my gosh, I've lost all of my recordings. I've lost all of my connections. She hosts rooms here 5 days a week. So she's got, quite a loyal following. So one of the things that just it struck a nerve in me to remind people to build your community in other places as well. Even if it's in an email, on a Buy Me a Coffee, you'll still have those connections, right? The things that we use like Clubhouse, Facebook, those are other people's applications. We don't own the content that's there. So it's so important for us to use other resources. Yes, we can create content here. We should create content here, but we need to take this content and put it somewhere else, somewhere that we own, right? So a great place to do that is with Buy Me a Coffee. You can actually share the recordings to your rooms. So if you're creating content here and you have rooms, you can share your room recordings on your Buy Me a Coffee link. So if anything ever happens, you'll still have those links to have the access to your recordings. All right, so moving on. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to stop for some water. My throat's a little sore. It's early here. I haven't had any coffee. So I'm going to stop to see if anybody has any questions. I'm going to drink some water, and then we'll continue down to the actual collections and the private spaces. Oh, yes, absolutely. And that's where we're getting to. We're actually moving down to the member spaces. So I'll explain to you how that works here. I'll just leave a little bit of space in case anybody else has a question before we move on to the member spaces. Yeah, absolutely, Yolanda. We need to be able to repurpose our contract. If this is not, the ultimate reminder for you to take your content and have it somewhere that you own, this is a wake-up call for a lot of people, I believe. Because I know for my client, she was up in arms, but we were able to get her back into her house because me and some other women are admins, and we made her a new profile an admin in her house, but still she can't access the recordings. So she's just been emailing and reaching out, and probably once things have smoothed over, they'll work with her, but they're not responding now because I'm sure they're inundated with information and just complaints and everything else. So, but nevertheless, store your resources other places for sure. All right, so we're going to move down to member spaces. So again, we're back to the left-hand column. Yeah, there's other courses that will be coming out, like this ChatGPT for beginners. I'll be working on that this weekend. And then there's a spot here. So underneath the free master classes and free online courses, you're able as an explorer to share any of your free courses. So if you have a lead generating course or a lead generating masterclass, you can go ahead and share that resource here for the community to access for free, right? This is a great way to start testing the water or beta testing your concept and your ideas right here within the Balanced Entrepreneur community. Because you'll know people are taking it, people can give you live feedback. It's a great way to really be yourself, share some content for completely free, right? This is a free way to share your content. There are also ways for you to share your paid content, what we'll move into now. So if you have a course, one, two, or many, there are options for you. So I'm just going to move down to the member spaces. So on the left-hand side, you see the first co-host that I have is Mary. So this is Mary's space. It's not built out yet. We've been working on it. This is what I gave the tutorial on. Within Mary's space, right? This is a collection is what this is called. Within her collection, she has her first space started. As Mary is a lead here in the community, a lead is a community member that's paying at, I think it's $85 a month, every single month to build her community here. So within Mary's space, what she has going on right now, she has the space that's going to hold her community. Her community is health and wellness. So she's going to have a resource guides here for us to access. She's going to have a community chat here in this very first space, a discovery, and then she can create more, right? So it's completely up to her. This is Mary's space. She's going to put whatever she wants in here for her community, right? This is a private gated community. We have to pay Mary money to come into her community. So in order to get in here, it's gated. So it's private. When you go to it, it'll say request access. She'll get an alert that says, hey, so-and-so wants to get into your space. And then she'll simply send you a payment link. And then after that link, after she's confirmed payment, she'll send you the access to get into her space, right? Within her collection, Mary can host multiple courses. So not only does she have this space here, she can have 2 or 3 courses as well. So let me just show you what that would look like. So I'm going to grab another space for Mary because I know she's got courses. So I'm going to grab a space. I'm going to make it. Now you won't have access to do this. This is something that will be done on my end as we talk and as we conversate about the space that you're leasing here in the Balanced Entrepreneur community. So Mary's going to do a course cohort. I'm going to go ahead and put Mary's first space, Mary's course, just so you can have a visual of what it will look like for you. All right, then I'm not going to fill any of that out. So I've created that space for her. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add it to her space. Move this out of the way. All right, so I've added another space for Mary. Let me just find it. Oh, where did it go? Well, when you add another space, what happens is it just populates here. So sorry, guys, hold on. Probably shouldn't have added it. So I added it down here and I need to move it. So I don't know where it went. It may not have added, but I hope you sort of, oh, here it is right here. So where is the new space at? I may not have saved it, but what it will look like to save time, it will just be right underneath this one. So this is her initial space. And the next space will be right underneath there. So instead of saying co-host 2, which is Cynthia space, it will say another space for Mary, but it'll all be connected, right? So as this is her collection for co-host 1, this is Mary. Her initial space will be here. Her course space, course 1 and 2, will be directly under. So it doesn't look like I saved it. All right, so nevertheless, so this is how you can share your content here, how you can lease space in the Balanced Entrepreneur community. Right now, there is a trial for it. So if you wanted to grab your space, there's a free trial. We're going to start building next week. So if you wanted to grab your free space, let me just show you where that resource is. So hold on. Actually, I think this is, if you wanted to grab your free space, it's here. It's not your free space, but it's on a trial. So sorry, I don't want to mince my words. Those spaces are on a trial. They're not free. So it will charge your card in 2 weeks. So let me just show you how to access it. And that is right here. Sorry, I gotta just go out of the screen really quick. It's got me locked in Mary's space. So when you're in the community and you go into free community masterclasses, the spaces, how to purchase your space will pop up here. So community leader this is the option that you have if you want to reserve a space where you can build your community and host up to 3 courses. This is $85 USD a month. If you want to move up and become an innovator where you can host only your free course, you won't have a space where you'll be hosting your own community. You'll simply have a course space, and I'll show you where that's at. But it's under free community masterclasses and courses. And then it's going to tell you what's available, which is a community leader, community innovator. These are all of the resources you get with these, right? You get more with the community leader than you do with the innovator. So as you move down, and this says community masterclasses and courses, if you wanted to just host a paid masterclass, right? Maybe you have an hour webinar that you think the community can benefit from, and you want to hold space for it where people can pay you directly. And all of this money, you guys, goes directly to you. I give you the link for people to access your space, and you share it, right, freely with the people who pay you. I can show you how to connect your membership on your Buy Me a Coffee to where they pay you on your Buy Me a Coffee, and then you can simply share the link to join your space. You get 100% of the profit. No money from your community members or from your course buyers comes to me. It goes directly to you, and then you invite them into your space, right? So if you wanted to be an innovator, you would simply come to where it says, you would simply come here. It's $25 a month. So if you have one course, pay $25 a month. This is for a single course only. It's not for multiple courses. You're going to have a better deal if you have 2 or more courses, just renting out an entire space, build out your community in multiple courses. You'll get a link right under here where it says community masterclasses and courses, and you'll get a space here. It'll have your course name, who you are, and you'll have the direct link to here, right? People can come here and they can request to join, but that goes to you, and only you can let them in, right? And after they pay you, you let them into your masterclass or your course, the same as it would be if it was an entire space. Is that making sense for you guys? I hope you guys are keeping up. I hope it makes sense. If not, I can answer questions here. I'll create some space so you can ask questions if you want to.
It makes a lot of sense, Sherry. I really love how in depth you're going, explaining how it works and how you can build your community, especially off of Clubhouse at this moment.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The great thing about it is, as this continues to grow, I'll be hosting a lot of community events, networking events, summits, and I'll be running ads to this community, right? So when you look at Mighty Networks and the way I've set this space up, it's an open door in the front, right? They can come in for free. And then once they get into the door, there's different hallways for them to enter. So I'll be running ads to my Mighty Networks to invite the members that are perfect matches, right? To invite our ideal members here. And then if you have a course here or a masterclass here, they'll have access to it, right? So they'll be able to look around, see what doors they want to go in, and request to join. In addition to that, on the landing page, if you're a member space holder, there will be an access to your space from the landing page. So people will be able to join your space directly from the landing page, pay and join. So that's an option that we talk about as well when we meet on our call. So yeah, so this is pretty much what we've got going on. The forecast for the Mighty Networks is hosting lots of events, networking events, summits, master classes, recruiting people to host events. So if you have an idea for a master class or a networking event, let me know and we can get the event calendar for you. And we can advertise for it and we can really just start building content, right? The idea is for us to start using this digital era, right? This time right now in our lives to generate money, right? Doing that, focusing on using AI as a resource, creating more content. Giovanni always says that, he uses content as a product, right? So that is the whole goal here, is for us to use our content and sell our content here within the community. So are there any questions? I can go ahead and create some space if anybody wants to ask. I'm going to mute my mic so that you can. And I also want to welcome people to the room. Welcome, Dr. Sheila. Welcome, Stacy, Natasha. Oh, it's been so long. It's been a long time, Natasha. And welcome, Vink. Feel free, if you wanted to join the community at the Explorer level, you can click the link that's pinned to the shelf and join. Excited for you guys to be here. Today was just sort of a community meetup and an overview. Today is the day to ask questions, to offer suggestions. This is a community. So if there's anything that we can do here to make your stay happier or to make it more inviting for you, let me know. Let me reach out in the community, reach out right now, hop up on stage. We're here to build, grow, and learn together. I'm going to mute my mic. Got a few minutes, so I'll mute my mic. I'm going to stop the recording.